Alright, what do we have here? We have a melt spark plug here and full of oil on the rest spark plugs. Now, I'm gonna answer to you, I'm gonna repeat again what I said a year ago. A year ago I said, when I changed the fuel filter and the fuel pump, I said, when I get the diagnostic and we hit the road, that the car is starving for fuel. It's not enough the fuel. For the boost level and for the ignition timing, it's not okay, alright? Either you're gonna decrease the ignition timing or the boost or both, alright? Because you don't have enough fuel. That was my words a year ago or 2 years ago, I don't remember when exactly. When I changed the fuel pump, the terminal on the fuel pump, it was burned, alright? Because it's asking the ECU always more fuel and always running at the limit. Then the fuel filter, there was some garbage inside, and I said, don't use the special, use the super 98 RON, not 95 RON, alright? And you answered to me that yes, I'm using always the super 98. First time I see so much garbage in the filter, and we watched that together. I think I have a video also on that. I don't even remember the title. Alright, now I said, do not push the car because you're gonna melt the piston if you don't solve the issue with the fuel system, to upgrade the fuel system or to spray methanol or whatever. You said to me, yes, I'm gonna drive it normal. Melt spark plug like that, it's not melting by normal driving. Fine, just to be clear. Then, let's get the camera, let's go to see the cylinders, how it looks like. Alright, this is what you see on top of the piston, this one. This is not happening by normal driving, alright? Just to be clear. Melting spark plug, it's not happening by normal driving. Let me see, this is the number 3. And this is the number 2. Let's go to number 1. If you see the number 1 here that has so much oil, it's missing one. It's missing a piece from the piston. I'm alone here, I cannot show you. Cannot keep it steady. I'm talking about this from this side. Alright, I'm gonna try my best to show you what I mean. The melting piston, melting spark plug, you cannot do that by normal driving the car, just to be clear. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. This you see a melt piston, clearly. So, melt piston, even let us say if you adjust the wastegate 5 bar of boost, even if you give to the ECU 30 degrees ignition timing, as soon as you're driving normal, it cannot happen this. Alright, did you open back to see the pump, the plug? Yeah, no, not much space. Hold the door, don't hit any car or something. 1 second, shit, it's dark here, I don't see nothing. Alright. Last time, because the ECU was asking for too much fuel, one terminal, it was burnt. This time it's not. And we have also, no, it's burnt again. Here, it overheat. That's how it looks like. And this is a pump that's supposed to run with a boost reference, probably. In any case, when we went for a test drive that time with a new fuel pump and the new fuel filter, and we pushed the car, there was a fuel pressure drop. As soon as you see fuel pressure drop, you don't push the car. Just a second now. Back inside of the engine room, doesn't make any sense to stay outside. Once again, by saying to me that, you know what, I was driving normal the car, I didn't push the car, and to bring it here with a melt spark plug and piston, and detonations on the rest of the pistons on top, in this condition, it's very simple. Ask 1,000 people, let us say worldwide, tuners, mechanics, they're gonna tell you that if you don't push the car, it's impossible this to happen. It's that simple. Now, if you're claim that, you know what, how it's called this one, customer states, I was driving normal the car, it's impossible. Once again, I'm gonna repeat again. If, let us say, the external wastegate was calibrated to 5 bar. You put a spring inside for 5 bar of boost, and you give 40 degrees ignition timing under load. I'm talking about, not on the middle range RPMs with a partial load. All right. If you don't reach there, you're never gonna have any problem. Simple as that. Now, I don't remember if it was starving. It's supposed to starve. It does have a low pressure injector, has only direct injection. So it was starving from the high pressure pump, looks like. I have to see the logging on the diagnostic 1 year ago or 2 years ago, if it's still there, to see the data. And to see, let me try to see if it's still there. If it's still there, I'm gonna show you the recording a year or 2 years ago. Because I remember, that I changed the fuel pump, I changed the fuel filter, we went for a test drive, and the car was starving. And it was starving not from the low pressure system, probably, it was starving from the high pressure pump. That's what I remember. And I said that it's not safe to to push the car, to drive it aggressive. Normal driving, you're gonna be fine. Do not push the car. That was my words. Let me see if I can find on the diagnostic, and I'll be back in a second. I didn't search too much, okay? This is from the same car. Timing retardation. This is number 1, 2, 3, and 4 cylinder. -3, -9, -1.5, lambda 0.84, integer temperature 44 degrees, throttle 53%, okay, engine load 181.95 at 5,600 RPMs. I'm gonna search to see if I can find another one with a fuel, actually. That's pointing the fuel starvation. Yep, I remember that. Most probably I have it here inside. And it's just shutting down. I found it. I can show you, let us say, the duty of the high pressure pump, how much was specified value, how much was the actual value. He was asking 150 bar, he was getting 70 bar, something like that. He was 95% the duty of the pump, it was flat line. There was again retardation, but there is no battery. Yay, okay, no worries, no worries. If the owner he wants, he can come here, I can show him. I'm gonna put it on charge, and it's gonna be live here. Everything is stored here inside. That's a good one. That's it, over and out. Have a good night.